Welcome, everybody, to another episode of the Genesis Mindset. Today, I'll be going through the Mobicker's think tank. So, the new council that Mr. Orr is trying to put together. So, it's going to be a nice, short, sweet one. And hopefully, from here on out, with all the Mobick content, I feel like I've done a lot of the deep dive. So, from here on out, I'm aiming to keeping everything between 5 to 10 minutes. Depending on how relevant or intensive the news needs to be. But I think from here on out is going to be nice and short. So with that said, let's get into the Genesis mindset. As always, this is just mindset for investing, trading, and life. So this just covers the things that I love. This is my personal opinion only, and it's not financial advice. So today's episode is about the BTCMobick Council, the BitMobick Council, and this is the Mobicker's think tank. So first of all, why are we actually trying to have a council? It's all about brain power, right? So Oh Tae Min, Professor Oh Tae Min, Mr. Oh, is a highly sought after public figure. So as I've mentioned in previous videos, he is probably one of the most renowned, well, he is definitely the most renowned figure in blockchain in South Korea. So he's written various books. He was the first one to write about a Bitcoin book, and now he's got a new release of a new book. So he's very sought after. He's promoting his Bitcoin books and his books in the media. So the media actually wants him to be on their shows. They want to interview him about his books. And so the intensity of trying to launch a fork of Bitcoin and all the kind of work that is involved with that, plus trying to promote his books, he's realized that his time is stretched very thin, because also he's very sought after by even the people within the Mobick community. So obviously, he thought, now is the time that I'm going to start leveraging the power of 50 of the best brains in Mobick to help develop and grow the project. And as always, it's not an arbitrary decision. It's a very deliberate and very calculated kind of decision that Mr. Orr has made in order to actually provide the maximum benefit to the ecosystem. All of his decisions, every single one of his decisions, is always for the maximum benefit of the ecosystem. It's never to benefit him as an individual. It's always to benefit the ecosystem and the growth of the network. So he wants to run this council as like a think tank. So in order to become a think tank, he needs to find the best brains in the Mobick community. So how he does that, we'll show that in just a moment. But first of all, I'm just going to show where they actually gather to do this. So this is the Mobick, or one of the Mobick cafes. So this cafe is in Mr. Orr's building in the basement. So this is a gorgeous cafe, actually. Really, really nice. I've just shown a few of the pictures here. Obviously, you can find plenty on Naver, which is like the Korean version of Google. And this is just a few, like, really stunning interior. And coming from an architectural background, I really, when I was shown these pictures, I was in love. So it seems like a really pleasant place to go, and a really an atmosphere that's conducive of learning. So here as well, we can see Mr. Orr right in the middle here. Everybody's gathered around Mr. Orr, and as is the tradition of Korea, whilst they're doing this, they're also having some food. They're sharing some food together, which is really just part of their culture. So here's obviously some people discussing probably Mobick or blockchain, as it's Mobicker's cafe. And this is the kind of atmosphere that Mr. Orr wants to provide in that cafe. And this is where they will be gathering 50 of the smartest brains in the Mobick community. So why the council? Why? One of the things that he's decided is to divide it into 3 parts. So the first part is the geniuses. So the very smart people. And basically, out of the 50, 10 out of 50 will be sponsored to participate. And then from there, there's going to be another 20 people. So these are the intelligent and passionate participants who really know a lot about the project. And these guys, 20 of these guys or girls, will be paying to actually join the council. So they'll pay $1,000 to join the council. And then the final part of the council is like the networking gurus and sponsors. So these are like the business people who know and have connections in the business world, and they're basically sponsoring the council. They're sponsoring the geniuses, and they're helping the growth of the ecosystem with their connections. So you have the geniuses, you have the passionate and intelligent people who really know a lot about the community and want to spread the growth of the community. And then you have the networking and business gurus who pretty much know how to grow and expand the influence of BitMobick. So it's very, very calculated. I really like these 3 decisions. So test that they actually went through. So this was an extremely difficult test, or so I've been told. And I have actually looked at all the questions. I'll show just a sample of those questions in just a minute. But it's extremely difficult, and you have to show your understanding of the economy, of Bitcoin, the history of money, blockchain, all kinds of things. And really, it's obviously these are Mr. Or's specialties. So it's really about trying to find people that he can resonate with, but also that can help expand his level of thinking. And there was one very famous person in the BitMobick community, Sungwon Kim. So they call him the fourth genius of Andong. So he was the first genius to fully understand and pass the test with flying colors. So he really understood and passed that first test, and he was the first person to be accepted into the council. So Sungwon Kim, who really is a bit of a teacher. So I'm going to show you Sungwon Kim in just a moment as well. And the second test, that a lot of the members who participated in the first test, it got filtered down into the second test. So there was a bunch of people, I think it was 60, and then now it's going to get filtered down. So this is the second test to filter out the smartest people to join the council. And this second test was 100% essays. So I know Samuel J. Hahn, who is the author, he's got his blog, and he's also got a really good YouTube channel, Mobick Explained. So I know he participated in this. I hope you did well, Samuel. If you're watching this, really good luck to you. I really hope you get in there. I think you really deserve it. You're doing very good for the community, and you have a really excellent way of distilling complex ideas into very simple understanding for people like myself to understand. So I really appreciate that, and I hope it's enough to get you over the line and into the council. And to everybody else, good luck to you all. I'm not sure if I think they just did the second test over the weekend. So I'm not sure if any winners have been announced yet, but good luck to you all. So here's an example of some of the questions. So question 1, explain the following concepts within 400 characters each. So this was test 1. You can use examples instead of dictionary definitions, and each question is worth 5 points. So finality of redemption or finality of settlement, I think I kind of know what that is. Smart contracts, I more or less know what that is. Atomicity of events, really not too sure about that. I'd probably be able to guess something wildly. Demand response in the electricity generation industry. Oracle problem, judicial notice. So a couple of things there that I'd probably have a good guess at. The rest, this little pea brain doesn't really know any of that stuff. So question 2, provide sufficient examples to explain the concepts of state and event used in smart contracts. That one goes right over my head. Question 3, Lightning Network was proposed to address Bitcoin's transaction capacity issues. Alice and Bob share a common wallet, and Bob and Chelsea also have a shared wallet. Alice can still transfer funds to Chelsea using the Lightning Network, even when there is no shared wallet between Alice and Chelsea. Wow, the tension in my body is starting to rise just from reading this question. So explain how Alice can send 0.1 Bitcoin to Chelsea using off-chain transactions with the help of hash time lock contracts, so HTLC. There is no character limit for this question, and it is worth 30 points. So this is just 3 of the, I believe, 7 questions. So not very easy. So Mr. Orr really wants to find the best of the best. But again, 30 of those 50 are really smart people that really know about the blockchain, and they know about how to grow the blockchain. They know about Bitcoin. They have a fundamental understanding of money and the economy, because that's really what blockchain is also all about. Whereas the other 20 of the 50 are really networking gurus. So the people that can help grow and create connections and networks, which I think is extremely clever. There's always been in the background of BitMobick this idea of actually expanding the network with the right kind of people and creating the right kind of connections. And so here is Mr. Sungwon Kim, the fourth genius of Andong. So this is his nickname. And this is him teaching us with his huge, gigantic, intelligent brain. And this is me with my little pea brain trying to understand what he was saying. I do appreciate that he tried to share it with us. He answered all my questions. I'm not sure if I fully understood it at the time. It's definitely taken me a while to get used to it. But this is Sungwon Kim, very famous member of the Mobick community. So congratulations, Sungwon. And I think you're going to do very well for the BitMobick community. And I'm really happy that you're there, because I really know that you're very passionate about it. He came all the way to Australia. I believe he followed Mr. Orr all the way around the world for this airdrop. So that kind of devotion, that kind of intelligence is really such an extremely valuable asset to the community. So with that, short and easy, short and sweet, 10 minutes. Thank you very much. If you enjoyed this, please like, subscribe, leave a comment. What would you like to learn about BitMobick? In the next few episodes, actually, I'll just stop the presentation. In the next few episodes, I will be going into more details about the public goods. I really think this is something that, again, this idea, this background idea in Mobick, where everything is about expanding the network and the strategy behind how they're actually expanding the network, the sectors that they've selected for the public goods. Very, very clever. And now with this think tank, when I heard about this think tank, I thought, brilliant, brilliant idea, because one, super smart genius brain is fantastic. But a council of super smart genius brains with people who can actually expand out the network and know the connections. They might not, the 20 out of 50 might not be the super smartest blockchain people, but they have networking and business capacity. This is very valuable to the ecosystem. So with that, I hope you look forward to the next few episodes. I hope you got some value out of this. And I hope I'm really starting to give you this idea about why I think BitMobick is such a great idea, such a unique project, and such a fantastic opportunity. With the price that it is now. I think it can do really well in this upcoming bull market. So we got until 2029 until the blockchain is fully developed and fully launched. Until then, good luck. And if you want to know how to buy it, just reach out to me and I can help out with you. I can help you out with all of that. Until then, thank you very much and enjoy the rest of your week.